Hi everyone, I'm Gloria. I'm a Museum Ambassador at the ASU Art Museum, and today I'll be reading you The Marshmallow House by Temi Díaz for Storytime Saturday. This story will awaken your imagination as it happened to Andres in the classroom. One day, the teacher announced to everyone, I want you to draw your ideal house. There are no limitations and use all your creativity. The students, full of excitement, began drawing their houses using their imaginations. Andres drew his current house, which he loved so much, but with some changes. On the roof, he put a pretzel machine that connected to the kitchen through a pipe, a machine to melt the ice and make snow onto the patio, and a door with a marshmallow border so he could have dessert whenever he wanted. Andres walking happily with the drawing in his hand, showing it to everyone at school. Henry, a student from the year above, approached Andres and asked, What is it that you have there? It's my house for when I'm older, Andres replied. You want to see it? Henry roared with laughter and said aloud for everyone to hear, Look at that drawing this small kid has done. He lives in Fantasyland, a marshmallow door. How childish. When Andres got home, Dad noticed his sadness. Tell me, Andres, what happened? It's nothing, Dad, replied Andres. You can talk to me. The Andres I know always wanted to chat, Dad continued. Andres showed the drawing he did in class and mentioned how a boy had teased him for being childish and using his imagination. I don't want to be childish, said Andres. Dad took Andres for a drive and then stopped on a hill overlooking a residential area. What can you see, Andres? Dad asked. The neighborhood where we live. The cinema, the supermarket, the shopping mall, replied Andres. I see imagination. Dad smiled. Everything you see here was once a big mound of garbage. Garbage? How? Asked Andres. This was the place where they threw away all the garbage from the city. Until one day, your grandfather imagined this garbage dump as the nicest neighborhood in the city, Dad went on. Seeing a space full of garbage, your grandfather said, the supermarket will be here, the buildings will be here, a group of houses will be here, and a cinema here. They all thought he was mad, but he knew that not everyone had the ability to see further, the ability to imagine in order to create. Your grandfather imagined everything you see here built today. Being imaginative is not being childish. The one who uses his creativity will be able to make changes in the world. So, always preserve your inner truth, your authenticity, and your ability to imagine what has not yet turned into a reality. Andres hugged his dad, and the sadness disappeared completely. Now he had the certainty that his inner truth was superior to any opinion. The next day, Andres went up to Henry and showed him his drawing again. Before Henry could say anything, Andres said loudly, "Just because you don't have any creativity doesn't mean others shouldn't use theirs. The one who feels good about himself doesn't have to need to make others feel bad. And I'm not going to let anything you say make me feel bad." Henry tried to say something, but he couldn't seem to find the words. Andres walked along the corridors confidently, happy with himself. Now he had an inner force. Now he knew his inner truth. From that day onward, Andres learned an important truth. It was a truth that he had always been inside him. The truth belongs to oneself and to no one else, and there should be nothing or no one who can take away from you the ability to see further. Without an imagination and creativity, nothing new can be invented. And you? How are you using your creativity? The end. Thank you so much for listening.